Stunning new developments now on the heels of a News Channel 5 investigation. More than 36 former Metro police officers could face serious disciplinary action by the state.
This comes after News Channel 5 Investigates first exposed how the Metro Police Department failed to notify state regulators after its officers got into some serious trouble. Investigative reporter Jennifer Krause first uncovered Metro's failure to report these crimes, and now the state is looking to take action against at least some of them.
That's right. And what stands out here is the number of officers we're talking about. The state now says Metro failed to report 76 officers, and some of them now could be banned from doing police work in Tennessee. When police officers are themselves arrested or suspended from the job for 15 days or longer, or even leave the job, the department they work for must report that within 10 days to the Tennessee Peace Officers Standards and Training Commission, the state board that certifies or essentially licenses all full-time officers here.
And that did not happen.
But the Post Commission's own investigation now has found that in the last 5 years, the Metro Police Department has repeatedly failed to report its officers as required.
So there are a total of 76 that should have been reported to Post.
Revealing a problem much bigger than our investigation first exposed this summer, when we found that Metro had failed to notify Post about former officers who left the force after they got in trouble for allegedly breaking the law or departmental rules. After our investigation, Metro immediately sent Post 91 case files for review. And that review found 76 of those officers should have been reported but weren't, including 9 who had either been convicted of crimes or who have charges pending.
The criminal charges that we didn't know about are continue to be concerning.
Post Director Brian Grisham says public safety is the Commission's top concern, and that's why the Commission can suspend or even revoke the certification of any officer convicted of a crime or suspended from the job for a month or longer.
40 appear to rise to the level that we ought to look into them here at Post.
They'd qualify for decertification.
And there were 40 such officers in these files, including many we first revealed in our investigation. Officers we found who had been charged with DUI, showed up to work drunk, had an ongoing sexual relationship with a confidential informant, had sex while working a police-sanctioned security job, or who tried to get drug charges against his wife dropped. Also in there, the officer we discovered who was charged with assault after being caught on this grainy surveillance video, repeatedly kneeing a handcuffed suspect in a wheelchair. An internal affairs investigation found he was both abusive and used unnecessary force.
It's a concern that these officers could still be working.
Senator Mike Bell sits on the Post Commission, and when he and the other members learned just how many officers had not been reported,
what about the issue of Metro not reporting this in a timely fashion? Is there anything?
He asked if the Commission could also discipline Metro for failing to notify Post.
Some of these are pretty serious.
Oh, yes.
Back in July, Metro Police Chief Steve Anderson told us he wasn't sure why that hadn't happened.
So whether that was a breakdown in the system, whether it was negligence, whether it was something else, at this time I don't know. I'm having that looked at.
But our original investigation found Metro was actually cutting deals with these officers who got into trouble and agreeing to not seek Post decertification if the officers agreed to take a 30-day suspension and then resign. Senator Bell told us he wants to know more.
You think it's something that needs to be looked at?
It possibly could be, yes.
So those 40 officers who either have criminal convictions or who were suspended for at least a month, well, the Post Commission will now take a close look at what each officer did and decide whether it rises to a level that their certification should be suspended or even revoked. And to be clear, if that officer loses their certification, they can no longer work as an officer in Tennessee. This process will get underway in the next month or so.
So what about the discipline against Metro, like the senator was asking?
That's where it gets interesting. The rules say police departments have to report officers, but there's nothing that says what happens if a department doesn't report. Folks at Post say this is the first time this sort of thing has come up, so that still remains unclear. But I did just get off the phone with Metro Police spokesman Don Aaron. He tells me they'd finally determined that this was human clerical error and that they have taken steps and addressed this so this will not be an issue in the future.
All right, Jennifer, thank you so much. And if you would like to see our original investigation and hear how Chief Anderson responded to what we uncovered, you'll find it right now on newschannel5.com.